welcome to Nights of Wine TV. I'm your host, Billy and host Mathews. Billy, you're the co-host. You're not the host. I'm the host. I'm the co-host. And this, my friends, is the Thunder Down Under Show, aka the Internet's most passionate wine program. Well done, Billy. Did he do well?
He did well. Hello,
Yeah,
Billy.
very good. Now you're not allowed to talk anymore, okay? We just let you do the intro, and then you sit still and be quiet. No, I can talk. No, you can't. You can say hello to Roger. Say hello to Roger. Hello, Roger.
Hello, Billy. Hello, Billy. You're very naughty sometimes when you talk. I know that.
No, I'm not naughty. Yes, you can be.
Yes.
That's why we can't have you talking on the show. You be quiet now so we can get on with the show. Okay? Okay. Welcome, guys. I'm Brandon, and well done, Billy, again for the intro. Roger, welcome back. And today, what we're going to do is we're going to talk about the blind wine tastings. Okay.
All right. Yeah.
Now, for the last 12 months, we've been basically doing market research, trying to tweak the old system that you had going in South Africa. And basically, the one thing that we want to do with these clubs, or are doing, is basically have everyone drinking the same wines in the same week, so we can create some sort of forum in discussion of the wines. Now, you've been away for a little bit, gallivanting around, leaving me to do all the hard work. But in our wine tastings, we cover the bottles. Now, tell our event organisers and also our members why it is that we do this.
Well. Wine bottles that are uncovered and you can see the labels, well, people judge a wine a lot on its advertising, whether they've drunk it before, and they have a preconceived idea about the wine. But when you cover the bottle,
Not
as
me,
we do,
I don't.
Billy, please, quiet.
Billy, shush.
When you cover the wine, then the only sensation they've got is what they see in their glass and what they sniff with their nose and what they taste on their tongue. They can't see the wine label and the advertising that goes behind it. So they have to judge it on its merits. And all wine tasting is done blind in competitions, and that the judges never know what wine they're drinking. They mustn't.
Okay. Now, when we're tasting wine, sometimes we reveal the grape to our members before trying a wine. Now, and we also select and stick to a similar grape, mainly for people learning how to taste wines. Now, is it important to do this, to stick to similar grapes and not mix them up?
Oh, no. We in Australia tend to make wines from either single grape varieties like the Shiraz or the Riesling or the Cabernet, but many winemakers all over the world blend their wines together to make even more complex tastes in the wine. There are many blended wines in Australia, and I must say that the greatest wines that I've ever tasted tend to be blended.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Why is that? Does it give it a more balanced palate?
Yes, and more interest. There's more interest in it.
So more complexity to the wine as you drink.
Harking back to France again, in Bordeaux, where they are only allowed to grow 3 red grape varieties, namely the Merlot, Cabernet Franc and Cabernet Sauvignon. And each farm or estate will have those 3 grapes growing, and the reason is that they ripen at different times, and so the picking of them can be spread out over a longer period. If you only have the 1 grape variety, it ripens all in the same week, and you have an intense picking period, whereas if you've got 3 grape varieties, it spreads over about a 4 to 5 week period. Then they get the grapes and they blend them together.
Billy shush.
And so when they blended the three grapes together, each year the grapes do differently in a single vineyard. So they like to keep each vintage separate in Bordeaux so that they can taste the difference. The people who drink wine love to taste differences. And that's the whole enjoyment really of wine.
Now what we've found in the tastings and even in the ones that you've been here with is it's not necessarily the most expensive wine that comes up as the favourite for the night.
No. When you've got 8 to a dozen or more people all tasting the same wine, they all have personal preferences and they all taste it according to their own palate, their own knowledge of wine. And this is what you develop as you drink many bottles of wine, how they actually taste differently. And so when you're judging a wine, I might give a wine a good rap on the taste, where somebody else might not like that taste at all, and therefore lower their judgment of it.
Okay. Now, also with the wine tastings, what we've found as we've had these wine tastings, that playing some games in the evening, just sort of trying to choose the odd bottle, or can be quite fun. What?
Over the years, yes, we've done many. We call them games, if you like. One of the things is when people don't know what wine they're drinking, you might have 4 Australian wines and 1 continental wine from Europe, and ask them to guess which one tastes that different. You can only really do that if you've got, let's say, 4 Australian Shiraz grapes and the equivalent of Shiraz from France, which is they call Syrah, and put one of the Syrah grapes in, and then see whether they can taste a difference between a French wine and an Australian.
Now, I would expect that I mean, I've been drinking wine for not a long time.
For too long, folks, for too long.
But you're always expanding your flavours and tastes, and your understanding of wine is what I've found. Is you never really. It's an ongoing exploration.
Absolutely.
So people who don't know that much about wine, why shouldn't they feel intimidated by joining one of these wine tastings? I mean, you've been to plenty and you've hosted plenty.
Yes. In fact, I get intimidated by people who think that they are fantastic connoisseurs and they write books about wine, and I wonder, I don't get the same feeling about wine that they get with all these melon flavours and different things that they can taste in them, chocolate and whatnot. So you mustn't worry about somebody who's either pretending to taste a whole lot of stuff or has taste buds that are superior to yours, because people have different taste buds.
Yeah, so we lose taste buds over time too, as we get older. But we could also have started off having less taste buds than most people. So people that can taste all those flavours, nearly out of time. So so people who can taste all those flavours would effectively have superior or lots of taste buds.
Yes, and experience to taste them. But don't be frightened. Doesn't matter how much of a novice you are, you know what you like, and that's the most important part of drinking and enjoying wine.
Enjoying it for
yourself,
your own consistency. Yeah. Okay, well, thanks for coming back in. We'll get you in again, no doubt. And you're off again just in a couple of weeks.
Yes.
So we won't talk about that now because we are out of time. But folks, me and a little bit of you, we're changing the wine world whether they like it or not.